This is Govs Radio.
Govs Radio.
Okay, we'll just do that for right now.
The comedy radio show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sallie on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're going to keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
The Knockem Dead comedy radio show is brought to you by the Roslyn Social, North Shore's premier rooftop lounge, located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. Give them a call, 516-801-4963, and say hi to Nick. Fantastic food, great atmosphere, just a great time all around. The
What will you experience at a Knockem Dead comedy murder mystery show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And, of course, some music.
Hi, everybody. It is Thursday. It is November
19th, because two of my best friends are born on the 20th. What? Is it the 18th? My two best friends were not born tomorrow. Well, on the 20th, yeah. Is it really the 18th? Okay.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Show. It is November
18th.
Wow. It's Thursday. It's the Knockem Dead Comedy Podcast coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club, where you can see Joe Gorga and Mike Marino and Gilbert Gottfried this weekend. Or you can go to the Brokerage in Belmore and see Scott Seiss and Elliot Chang this weekend. Or you can go to McGuire's in Bohemia and see Brendan Sagalow.
That's a cool name.
This weekend.
Sagalow?
Well, when they sag low. What do you mean it's a cool last name?
I don't know. Kind of like it. Kind of flows off your tongue. Sagalow. Sally's high.
Go to govs.com to check out the full schedule of what's happening at all three of these great clubs and make your reservations. Go to knockemdeadcomedy.com, find out what we got going on. Hi. Elizabeth Batapete is watching. Good morning. Hello, Kirsten. Who else? Hello, DJ. Yep, and people are reminding you that. And now you're breaking the. What in the world is going on over there?
Things falling everywhere.
So
Yeah, I wanted to see what she said. If she said her birthday was...
who?
Yeah, so, okay, so the 19th. So, yeah, so Elizabeth's birthday is tomorrow.
Tomorrow, right.
November 20th. I'm just kidding. 19th.
Oh. Yep. Elizabeth Batapete, happy birthday to you. Elizabeth, we're on until 12:30ish. So get in your car right now, get over here, and we'll give you some birthday love.
It would probably take her that long from Mastic. Right?
Well, no.
No?
She if she left right this second, she could probably make it by 12. If she walked out the door right now, if she has to comb her hair and put on her shoes and put on a shirt.
Yeah, forget it. You have to leave the shirt at home.
Right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
no time for that.
Right, well, it's coming off anyway once she gets here.
No.
Birthday love. Yeah, so happy birthday to you tomorrow, Elizabeth. Hope it's a great day. This is our last day here for at least like a week and a half.
Yeah.
We're not going to be here next week. Yeah, and then, of course, then you have Thanksgiving and Friday and then the weekend. So at the earliest, the Monday after Thanksgiving is when I'll be back in here.
Maybe.
At the earliest. Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm not even sure. We want to see how things go. We want to see if...
What if you have to change
Sallie's,
my diaper or something?
Yeah, if her head is on straight or if the neck... Just like this. If the head is still loose from the neck...
If that's if like my head would fall down like that if you left for the station, then you can't go to the station. You have to hold my head up.
You have to hold your head up. Because I do need you eventually to hold my head up. Yeah, so we got to play it by ear. We're going to see how it goes. But it's at least a week. So we're talking at the very earliest, looking at dates, at the very earliest, we are talking November 29th that we'll be back. So it's 11 days from now. Wow. But again, that's at the earliest. I don't even know. Yeah, we'll keep you guys updated. Not even sure if it'll be that day. So you better sit still and do what the doctors tell you, damn it.
You're very bossy.
I will be here at night, holding down the fort for the other shows.
Thank you.
In your absence. I'll be Sallie for probably, what? Almost a month probably, right? There you go.
What?
Elizabeth says, I'll just leave the bra at home.
Who wears bras anymore after COVID?
That's right. So take your bra off.
No.
I'm not wearing one.
No.
Hello, Andrew Fremder.
Hey,
Fremder
Andy.
is watching. Yeah, so we'll see. So we're not going to see you guys on this show for at least 11 days, maybe more. So it's going to be weird.
Yeah.
And we're going to miss you guys. I'm going to miss Andy.
You gonna be okay?
No.
You're not?
No, I love doing this show.
You'll be doing laundry. You'll be changing my diaper. You'll be spoon feeding me. You're not gonna have time to miss anyone.
Oh, believe me.
Wiping my butt.
The more I'm wiping butts and spoon feeding and doing laundry, the more I'm going to miss this. Jeez. And then, we got your sister I got to take care of.
Yeah,
You O'Neills are killing me, man.
Yeah, we're a mess. Yeah, she's just like some days she has like really great days, and then other days I'm like, are you all right? She gets dehydrated really easy, and I think that's like a big key. She has to drink like a ton of water.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
like me, like what I just did.
You drink a lot of water. You
do.
are like a really good water drinker.
I'm a good water drinker. Yeah, you're a good water drinker.
You are. I'm proud of you and your water drinkage.
Hey, did anybody? We haven't seen it yet. Anybody catch this, new version of Rocky IV?
Oh yeah, I would have expected you to run right out that second. When did it come out?
It came out. What's today's date? The 18th.
Not the 20th.
It came out. Oh yeah, it came out last Thursday.
What's wrong with you?
Well, I was waiting for my son, who I haven't really seen much of.
Oh, I didn't know you wanted to see it with him.
Yeah, okay. I've been waiting for him.
Because you guys watched all the Rockies already.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
But if...
every day you burp on the show now.
I held that...
disappointed.
I held that one in.
No.
Yes, I did.
If you held it in, no one would know. You'd just sitting there like this.
No, that's
no
not true. Know. Not with my guess. I can't... No, this much I can help, which is what I just did. I can't help that. My gas is very powerful.
Yes, very, very boisterous. Be a good word.
Isn't that boisterous?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I burp, just like that.
Oh.
I was farting really loud last night in bed.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, it was like, yeah.
They're
it was
very loud.
It was. I had
They're
a few of
very
those
loud.
where afterwards you're like, oh.
You actually will do that too. You'll actually,
yeah.
you'll fart really loud and then you'll sound like that. I'm like, are you okay over there? I think at one point I said, you're going to shit the bed.
Yes, you did. You never passed gas and then as soon as it's done, you felt like you just lost 5 pounds. That's what it
No.
felt like. I was like, oh.
No one farts as much as you. It's
That wasn't the
craziest
question.
thing. No one farts as much as you.
That wasn't the question. I didn't ask how often do you fart. I asked, have you ever farted so powerful you feel like you lost weight? And there's no way you're going to tell me no.
You would actually theoretically gain weight because gas floats. So if you get rid of your gas, you probably you have a lower gravity. I'm just saying.
I'm glad you're saying it. I have no idea what you're saying.
Hey, I wanted to ask, whatever happened with that whole AAA thing with you?
Elizabeth says she's going to miss us. She also says, I have to drink water all the time. I dehydrate very easily. The AAA thing, I'll make it quick. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, a few weeks ago, my son's car broke down in the middle of a parking lot, literally in the middle of a parking lot. And AAA just screwed him around. He waited 7 hours. Tow truck did show up after maybe like 4 hours. For whatever reason, the guy demanded to be paid in cash and then refused to tow the car. And he took off. And AAA did not find us another tow truck driver. After 7 hours of this, I then had to find a driver. You know what? And a little side note.
Yeah.
I had to pay this.
About that.
I had to pay this guy out of pocket. And even when he got there, he didn't know what he was towing. He didn't know the condition of the car. He didn't have an electronic drill to undo the lug nuts and whatnot, because you can't. Those days seem to be gone for us, where we used to be able to change the tire ourselves with the. Where now everything is powered, so you can't undo the lug nuts with the thing. So you need a drill. So the tow truck driver that I paid out of pocket for, he showed up, didn't have a drill, had to drive all the way back to Westbury, which we were in Massapequa. For those of you not familiar with the area that we're talking about, we're probably talking about 20 minutes each way.
Yeah.
So after 7 hours, we then had to wait another 45, but closer to an hour before he got back and did the job and get out of there. So 8 hours. But a side note, this guy was great. The guy that I found, and he came out in the middle of the night. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning at this point.
Yeah, you loved him.
This guy was great. And I tipped him a lot of money for helping me out and for going back to get the drill, all that stuff. So last week, I'm reading, here on Long Island, there's a news website called The Patch. If you're in Levittown like we are now, there's a Levittown Patch. There's the Massapequa Patch. There's, whatever town. And it's local news. And I get emails from them, with updates and, and the latest news. So I get an email, and there's a picture. Man arrested for DWI, which caused a crash and killed a person. And the picture, I'm like, man, that guy looks familiar. And I'm looking, so I click on the link so I can read the story. And it says the guy's name, and it says he's a tow truck driver from Westbury. And all of a sudden I was like, oh.
That's the guy.
It was the same guy. This
Yeah,
guy,
awful.
unfortunately, and it said driving his flatbed tow truck, which is what he had for Zach. He was driving the tow truck while drunk, got into a crash that where 2 other people were pretty banged up, pretty good, and then a third person died. So this guy's going, vehicular manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter.
Really sad stuff.
This guy is done. And I'm like, son, and you read the articles, where you read about somebody that was drunk and killed somebody. You're like, fuck that person.
Yeah.
And And I feel...
Yeah, I feel bad for everyone. It's
well,
just an awful
that's
situation.
the thing. They made a stupid decision, so they deserve punishment.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this guy doesn't, but when it's somebody that you're...
Yeah.
And I don't even really know this guy. I met the guy once, but I still felt like a personal connection. I'm like... And I find myself feeling bad more for him than anybody else when I shouldn't be feeling that way.
Right.
But it was a weird feeling. Like, son of a bitch, this guy that towed Zach just like a week or two prior.
Yeah.
Who knew? It's really like your accident, what you're going in for surgery tomorrow. Who knew that, as you're driving that day, that your life was going to change dramatically.
Right.
And just, boom, just like that.
Right.
It really is crazy, man.
Yeah.
So anyway, I hired this guy. I had to pay out of pocket, and I told AAA I'm going to... Because AAA, what they ended up doing, they actually ended up calling after 7 hours and saying, all right, we can't find you a tow. Basically, they said, we give up, and you're going to have to wait till the morning. We're like, no, this car is right in the middle of the parking lot. Cars had to, drive around him, and, no. So I said, I'm going to find a tow, and you guys are going to reimburse me, and they agreed. So it came to $299.
Wow.
Which blows me away. And then I tipped this guy. I tipped the guy $100.
That he bought alcohol with. You're the reason that guy's dead.
Well, he's not dead. He's not dead.
No, the guy that he killed.
Wow. All right, I'm gonna go hang myself. See you later. So they so I said to AAA, I said I have no proof of the tip. I said.
Yeah, he really doesn't.
So I said I can't prove to you how much I tipped this man because there's no receipt for the tip.
Although he said thank you.
He was very appreciative. But I said I would like that money back too, but I didn't expect that money. So it was $299 for the tow. I wrote them a letter and I sent them the receipt and all that stuff. So just like a week ago, not even, they sent me a check for $244.
Like, why would they choose that?
Right. So I was mad. So I called them up, and the receipt. I paid it. Zach didn't pay it. I paid it.
Right. Yeah, of course.
So not only did they send a check for $244, but they made the check out to Zach. So I called up. And I said, I'd like to know why. And they said, well, we can't talk to you about this. I said, why not?
What is it, like a HIPAA thing?
No. Well, they said, yeah, they go, well, Zach is the account. Zach is the one this happened to. I said, but I'm the one who paid it.
Yeah.
I said, you wrote the check out to the wrong person. Doesn't matter. This happened to Zach, so we need to talk to him. Or if he's there, he can say, yes, I approve you talking to him, to me.
You should have
but
called
Zach
me
wasn't
or
with
something.
me. Yeah,
or made Sam talk or something.
So I said, well, that night when you guys couldn't find a tow for him, I spoke to you guys on the phone several times because I was there for most of those 8 hours. I said, you guys had no problem talking to me that night when when you guys were supposed to be doing your job. Well, the woman says, well, I can't speak for how or why that happened that way, but I'm telling you, I can't talk to somebody. I said, do you have it on your records that you guys spoke to me that night? I said, because if you do, then you should be allowed to talk to me right now.
Yeah.
She goes, no, I don't have those records. I said, you're the same company. You're telling me you can't pull up those records? She goes, no, it will actually take me a few days to pull up those records. That's what she said. Yeah. I go, I have to tell you guys are the worst.
Yeah, I hate you guys.
You completely mess up every time we call you. You really screwed up that night with my son. I said, and now this. I said, I can't wait to straighten this out because then I'm canceling you guys so fast. Mm-hmm. And she got defensive. Like I don't know, like she's like Mrs. AAA. She's
Alice
Aronowitz.
Yeah. I think her name should be Adelaide.
Adelaide?
Yeah, that was my great-grandmother's name. Does it get much worse than that? Adelaide? No.
Maud. I think Maud is like the ugliest name. Maud.
Well, that's because you're in New York. Maud sounds... It's like Sarah. Sarah's such a pretty name. And then on Long Island, it's Sarah.
Is there anything about Long Island you don't pick on? What do you mean? Sarah.
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 Sarah Connor. You're going to miss me when I die into the knife tomorrow.
They keep saying that when you... Oh, my God. They're saying that there's a chance of temporary
they are.
loss of voice.
Yeah, because they have to push my vocal cords out of the way.
It's nothing different than I do. Sorry.
That's good. Well, here's the thing. Like, what do you guys do? Do you have like if you have State Farm, do you have the State Farm truck, or do you pay for AAA? Like
the State Farm truck.
Well, you ever see the State Farm truck on the highway? I never see anyone else. I never see any other on the parkways. I never see any tow trucks on the parkways.
Because they're not allowed on the parkways unless they're unless they're going to an accident.
Right.
What do you mean?
But you always see State Farm trucks on the parkway.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
You see tow trucks that actually say State Farm on them.
State Farm, like a big
Really?
billboard on their back.
All right.
So like, I'm wondering, do people that have
a billboard? That's different. That's just a billboard. That it's not State Farm tow truck company.
Yeah, it is. Like on their truck, like the back of their truck is a State Farm with lights and stuff. Now you'll see it everywhere.
All right. I hope I do, because I think I'm inclined to say you're wrong. So what are you asking? Are you asking if each insurance company has their own tow trucks?
Yeah. Do people like we both use Allstate? Like, do people? Because it's funny because like I got an email the other day from Allstate saying, "Hey, do you want to sign up for our towing service?" And I was like, "No." I always say no because I have always loved AAA. Like I always.
Yeah, I'm about to say yes.
I pay a little bit more. Like you could do like there's different tiers you could pay for AAA, and I always do like the highest tier because you could tow your car, take my car to Kansas, and they're like, be right there. And they've always been they don't charge you per mile and stuff, and it's just one, fee per year, and it always works out money wise, especially with the amount of people that I have on this.
Yeah.
In fact, Lori. My other sister Lori, she said she lives in North Carolina, and she said that her and her family, because at one point she had 3 teenagers driving junky cars, plus her and her husband, normal cars, and she said that they used AAA so much that they got a warning. So I use AAA a lot, and I've always really loved them. Like I never wanted to use anyone else. In the last year, and you know what? I think it's like COVID. Like they were always really good with customer service, and then all of a sudden when COVID hit, no one could be in the car with them. You have to find your own. But
everybody's doing that.
Which I get that, but I feel like they're like, oh, people are still buying our service even though we're not doing anything anymore.
Well, John, the drunken tow truck driver. Murderer. He actually said, he goes, no, AAA sucks.
So who do you use? Who do people use? Do they use their car insurance thing, or do they just call tow trucks around the area and pay $300 every time you...
Right.
Like, AAA is half that, so by a lot, like even more. So what's the point of
I'm going to do that. I'm
getting
going to call
a tow
Allstate.
truck company?
I'm getting rid of AAA as soon as I have that reimbursement figured out. And, then I'm... canceling them immediately, and I'm calling Allstate. You guys, what do I got to pay for that? For your tow truck service.
Yeah.
And I'm switching.
And are they allowed? Are tow trucks allowed on the parkways if a car breaks down?
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only time they're allowed.
Well, yeah, because they're doing a job. How else is the car going to get out of there?
Yeah. Okay.
But no, they're not allowed to go. They're not allowed to cut through the parkway to go home to get their power drill.
Yeah.
DJ says we're going to miss you, Tony. Elizabeth, there you go. Elizabeth says I will miss you guys with an S. I will miss you guys. Elizabeth, all right, we read that already. Fremder, speaking of gas, my apologies if I repeat myself today. I eat radishes for dinner last night. Wow, he's really holding on to that repeating jokes thing.
Yeah, he was a little mad about that.
Why? Why? You heard from him about this?
No.
Are you lying to me?
No. Are you lying about the lie? Yes.
So you did? He really?
No.
Oh.
No, I would lie to you.
I used the tow service from State Farm once, and they had a truck to me within an hour, says Elizabeth. There was no reason for drinking and driving, she says. No, you're absolutely right about that.
Yeah.
Pajanos, I bet Tony's tip paid that guy's bar tab. Yeah, right, that's what you're saying. Fuck.
I'm as funny as Pajanos. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty amazing.
Yeah. When I say a joke that's like some other comic makes, I'm like, yes.
Can you imagine they did that? Like when somebody gets a DWI, they find out where he was drinking. Sometimes like the bar.
Yeah.
Can you imagine they like, where'd you get the money to get all this liquor? And they're like, this guy, at Old American in Massapequa last week gave me $100 for coming out in the middle of the night. Can you imagine? And the cops are knocking on the door. Mr. Walker, you're an accessory.
Yeah, your biggest fear in life is going to jail.
That is like, yeah, you ask somebody what your biggest fear in life is. That is my biggest fear.
That's the one thing you say.
Jail.
Is going to jail. Man, I look at it like peace and quiet.
Yeah.
How could it be the worst thing in the world?
Because women having lesbian sex is beautiful. Men, it's not peace and quiet. It's not the type of peace that I want.
Well, not everyone has that happen to them.
Yeah, but I'm not taking that chance. Plus, I don't know, it's just a whole different life.
You don't have to go shopping.
I don't get to go anywhere.
You don't have to take the trash out. Well, yeah, you probably have jobs.
Yeah, I just have to wash people's underwear.
You don't know. You would hate that.
Yeah. Jail is my and thankfully, I'm not doing anything yet that'll land me in jail.
Yeah.
But I always think about, and I know it's silly, I always think about that movie, An Innocent Man, with Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
It's loosely based on a true story.
It is, yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah.
It gets a little stupid towards the end, but
yeah.
But I like that movie, and this is just a normal everyday Joe who the cops raided the wrong house and they didn't want to admit it, so they framed him. And this guy, he went to jail, I think, for 6 years or something.
Manslaughter is a big deal too. Like I always feel bad for people that have manslaughter charges, not, they didn't mean it. Like Alan Alda was in a movie. I mean, it was so long ago. I wonder if it was like a black and white movie. It was like so long ago. And I don't remember the name of the movie, but it was like a kind of a car rage thing. Like he got out of the car and he was fighting with someone and he just wanted to get to where his wife was to make sure she was okay. So he turned and he pushed the guy out of the way and the guy fell and hit his head and died on the curb.
I've never heard of this movie.
Yeah, and he went to jail.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so it was like the whole time he was in
Alan
jail.
Alda also told the guy to make his chicken stop making noise.
Yes.
And it turned out to be the baby, not the chicken.
That was just horrifying.
That was a crazy episode.
That was Whoever wrote that, there's some
they have mental
fucked-upness.
issues, yeah.
Yeah.
MASH got too serious towards the end. They were so funny in the beginning. All of a sudden, it became this heavy drama.
Yeah.
I like the funny MASH.
Yeah, but it was haunting. It stayed with you. Like, I think about that thing all the time.
That's my point. I'm not looking to be scarred. I'm looking to laugh.
No, I mean, MASH was supposed to do everything. MASH was kind of like stand-up comedy. Like, people yell at stand-up comics for, that crossed the line, No, you're supposed to take a really awful situation and make people okay with it through laughter and other things. And I feel like MASH was beautiful at that. Like, it made you laugh all the time, but it showed you in some way what it was like.
Yeah, but as the show went on, they didn't laugh as much. Some episodes, not at all.
You're just mad that Henry left.
I was mad Henry left.
And you don't like BJ, even though...
I did not like BJ.
I know.
Yeah, he just, I don't know, I just didn't... Yeah.
I didn't like him either. He was annoying.
Yeah. What's his name in real life?
Mike something?
Oh, Mike Farrell. That's it.
Yeah. Wow, where'd that
I
come
don't know. That was weird.
From?
Fremder, I used to get news from the patch also, but then it slowly made me stop. Bad habit. I don't get that. I also I used to get news from the patch also, but then it slowly
Maybe
made
the
me stop.
cigarette patch. There's a joke in there with that.
Because, yeah, then he says bad habit. All right, that was good. That was good. Jeff Bosey is watching. Good morning, Jeff Bosey.
Hey, Bose.
The last guy that towed my car that worked for AAA should have dropped one of the A's because his breath stunk like alcohol.
Maybe it's a thing.
No,
Theme
that was Frender.
of toad.
Kirsten O'Flaherty, she says Bertha is the worst name.
Bertha.
Bertha. Great song, though.
Maud.
I don't
Adelaide.
like Maud. It's just so Maud.
I love names that you could do things with, like Catherine.
Like Vibrator.
Like Catherine. You could do anything with. You could be Katie, Kay. Kitty. Kathleen. You could do like a
Kathleen.
shitload. Is Kathleen part of
No, it's
Catherine?
Kathleen. Stop adding vowels.
Kathleen.
Kathleen.
You're like Kathleen.
Yeah, Kathleen.
Kathleen.
That's how it's spelled. Kathleen.
Adelaide.
Elizabeth says Harriet or Mabel. Those are the worst names.
I had an Aunt Mabel.
Did you?
Yep.
Felix is watching. Hello, Felix. It's a State Farm help truck. I see it all the time, but they aren't tow trucks.
What are they? Yeah, it says help on it. Who wrote that?
Yeah, but those.
What are they?
All right, well, I'll explain to you. Well, but first off, they're not State Farm. They're just sponsored by State Farm. They're like town trucks, if I'm not mistaken, or state. I think they're state. Those are just trucks like if they'll jump your battery, or they'll make a call if you need a tow if your phone is dead. Do
you have to pay them?
I don't think you have to pay the help
And can
trucks.
anyone other than State Farm policyholders use them?
I think so. I don't think it's. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think it's a State Farm thing.
This is something I need to know.
I'm not sure. Unless State Farm bought the help trucks, I don't know. That's something that New York started maybe 10, 15 years ago, where they hire these guys to work, to run these trucks, and they work from like 6 to 10 in the morning, and then again from like 3 to 7.
To make traffic
so they're
go
around
faster.
So they're around during the heavy traffic times because that's when the most people are on the road, and they, help them. So again, whether it's a tow or changing a tire, making a call, I don't think they fix windshields.
No.
But it's just like quick stuff that they can do right then and there.
Okay.
And they get them going.
All right.
Let's see what else we got going on. State Farm is road assistance trucks, right? I don't know. Posey, I don't know. I'm an adult. I fix my own car. Well, Jeff, if your starter goes or your transmission goes, it's not like you can just jump out of the car and, change the transmission out,
Right.
Although Bosey might have a transmission in his buttocks, so he might be able to do it.
Maybe. Yeah.
The last time my car got towed, I got a ticket because the driver went through a red light. That's from Frender. Come on, that can't be true.
Yeah, that can't be true.
You can't get the blame for the tow truck driver.
No.
The tow truck driver going through a red light. You have to use the tow truck that the local government chooses if you're stuck on a parkway like Southern State Parkway. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, I'm not going to have my car break down on the parkways because I'm too nervous about this now.
And then that came from Felix, and Elizabeth says that's correct.
So what does that even mean? Like if the car, let's say I have AAA and my car breaks down on the Wantagh Parkway, they won't.
Like the cops will show up and say, no, you have to use our state trucks? I've never heard that. Joan is watching. Hello, Joan. Elizabeth says, just think, if you go to jail, Tony, you would be somebody's date every night. Exactly my fear, Elizabeth. No way. Definitely, if I was in prison, I would want people to keep the peace, as in keep the peace to themselves, because my ass is off limits, says from there. Exactly. What's going on with the phones today? Are they open?
Oh, you want them open?
I'm leaving it up to you. You make the decisions. You're the boss.
No, a little
and
bit
it's
more.
your last day before. Oh, you have on the
Yeah,
phone
I
and your
gotta
cell
go.
rings. Seriously?
Yeah.
Can I ask who it is?
Yeah, I think it's the nurse for tomorrow.
Oh.
Give me a piece of paper.
It's
Hello?
I got paper in there.
Hey, Lauren, how are you?
There's a pad in there. You got it? No.
Okay, hold on just 1 second.
No. There's a pad. Oh, all right. You pulled out the wrong thing, so I was trying to help you. And now she's giving me the eye. That's a pad. You can use that.
I'm still talking.
Well, that's what I have to do because you left. Oh, and there he is. All right, hang on. I'm coming, DJ. I'm coming. Wait a minute. I don't know what she's got going on here. Wait a minute. I'm coming, DJ. Hang on. Ooh, I'm fat. No. Okay, hang on. Hello there.
Hello, this is the turkey.
This is who?
The turkey.
This is the turkey?
That's right.
I never heard a turkey talk before.
I know that. This is the first time you heard the turkey talk today.
So it's a magic talking turkey.
That's right. The magic chicken turkey.
Turkey, are you going to join the bull and just go run and hide so nobody shoots you and eats you for Thanksgiving?
That's right. I'm going to go hide so nobody will eat me.
It's a good idea, Turkey. You know, you can hide with Sallie. She's a vegetarian. She doesn't eat animals.
Good. I'm glad.
So what? So a talking turkey. Do you have a name?
Yes, I just told you. My name is Turkey.
Oh, so you're a turkey and your name is Turkey.
That's right.
Who named you?
My mom did.
Your mom couldn't think of anything else, huh? She couldn't come up with like Tom or anything. It's
Nope.
just Turkey. And then what
Just a
about?
turkey.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
Nope, I had no brothers, no sisters.
No brothers or sisters. Well, that's a good thing because she was out of names already with the first with you.
Guess what, though?
What?
I got you again, Tony Baloney.
Oh my goodness, that DJ D Love, you are a talented man with all your voices.
Hello, Sallie. I hope you have a good one, Sallie. We're going to miss you guys.
We're gonna miss you too, and we appreciate you saying that. What are your Thanksgiving plans?
Well, we had a big Thanksgiving dinner at my house, so it's nice.
Oh, very
On
nice.
Thanksgiving.
Cool.
So the Zeb going to be cooking a nice big turkey, so it's nice.
Wow.
Stuffing, cranberry sauce, all that good stuff.
Wow, you got it made.
Of course I do, of course.
Wow, very nice. And it's everybody in your house will be celebrating together?
Yes, we are.
Nice. What's your favorite at Thanksgiving? Turkey,
My favorite is the pumpkin pie.
Oh, the dessert, of course. Absolutely.
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice. All
I
right.
got two.
Go ahead.
I got two songs today too. Actually,
Two songs.
I got two songs today actually, and one goes at the Sallie, and one goes at the Christian. Whatever her name is, Elizabeth.
Oh, okay.
Whatever her name is.
All right, go ahead.
I say the first one goes at the Sallie.
Nice.
Here you go, Sallie. This is for you, Sallie.
Just for you.
Dun-dun-dun.
We gonna. Here you go. Nope. We're gonna miss you. We're gonna miss you
Miss
when we
you.
gone. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
Make
We're
it.
gonna miss you when you're gone.
Gone.
We're gonna
Me
miss
too.
you when
Make
you're gone. Hey, Sallie,
Me.
we're gonna
Miss
miss you when you're
gone.
gone. I hope you have a good one, Sallie. We're all gonna miss you.
Thanks,
Be
DJ. That was really nice of you.
And next one, go back to Elizabeth. This is a favorite song for Elizabeth. Here you go. This is special for her because we're not going to be here tomorrow.
Right.
So this one goes out to Elizabeth.
Okay.
Elizabeth, this is for you. Happy birthday to you.
Cha-cha-cha.
Happy birthday to you.
Cha-cha-cha.
Happy birthday, dear Elizabeth.
Cha-cha-cha.
Happy birthday to you. And many, many more.
Yay.
Happy birthday to you. From DJ D Love. Happy birthday to
The extended
you.
You. Very nice.
Many, many more.
Happy birthday, Liz.
And I like the high note at the end. You.
I was going to say one thing. Sallie, be safe. We can't wait to come back. We're going to miss you, Sallie.
Thanks, DJ. Have a good week.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I want to say one more thing before I go.
I was sure there would just be one thing.
Yep, go ahead.
Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving. All you suckers.
Suckers! Very nice. DJ D-Love checking in, wishing us all a happy Thanksgiving. Very, very nice.
Yeah, so that was just the nurse that, I guess the doctor's nurse, and she just, I learned nothing. She just said, she just wanted the phone number for the place where I got my COVID test. So she wanted to double check to see if I had COVID or not. And then I said, so what time and stuff? She's like, yeah, it's going to be either 5 or 6 that we have to be there. So she didn't know.
5 or 6 in the morning. You got some nerve.
I'm up anyway.
Yeah,
You're
you
gonna
are.
have a hard time.
You are.
You're going to be like, what the? You're going to be like, what? No, it can't be.
You got a bed for me so I can sleep while she's in surgery?
Maybe you can. Maybe you could just, you know what, make yourself at home. Take a nap.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go back out to my car and probably just sit in there.
Oh,
and
are
nap.
you?
Probably.
Okay. All right.
Where else am I going to go?
It's going to be chilly.
Yeah, what else am I going to do? I don't want to sit there. I don't even know if they'll let me sit there. I don't know what their protocols are because of COVID. I don't know.
They asked me if you had a COVID card, and I said you did.
Oh, which, by the way, you have. You never
Yeah,
gave
it's
back.
in my bag.
Yeah, but still, but I'm still going to, they're not going to put me, like, you're not going to have a room until later in the day. So, you're just going to be in surgery. I'm going to sit in the waiting room with all these other people with masks on and people coughing with their emergencies, and I'm just going to sit there? No. I'm going to go sit in the
You're
car.
gonna be in the car?
Yeah, I'll have privacy. I can take the mask off.
And what if they don't call you?
I'll probably just go back in after 2 hours.
You don't even know when you're burping. It just like flies right out of your face.
I did just.
We didn't notice.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting us all know.
You're absolutely right. It just came right out. I didn't even think about it.
You're like Barney on The Simpsons.
You're absolutely right. I didn't even think about it. It just came. I don't know what we're talking about. So I'll just, if I don't hear from anybody after 2 hours or so, I'll just go back in.
Where's Sallie?
Where's my Sallie?
Don't take my Sallie.
Where is he?
I love her boobies.
And the doctors will be like, yeah, we saw. We love them too.
We were looking at those boobies the whole time.
We had fun with them while she was out.
Yeah, I'm going to get molested.
Like Seinfeld. Did you ever see that one?
Yeah.
Remember Bryan Cranston was the dentist on Seinfeld.
I don't even think I noticed it was Bryan Cranston. I
Oh,
saw
really?
it so long ago.
Yeah, it was Bryan
I probably
Cranston.
didn't because it was obviously before Breaking Bad or
Yeah.
Malcolm in the Middle.
It was before
probably.
Malcolm in the Middle too. Yeah.
The first time I saw him was Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was on a lot of things as just a character actor before.
Yeah.
And so Jerry goes in for some dental procedure that they have to knock him out for. And he wakes up, and there's Bryan Cranston like tucking in his shirt, and the nurse is like she's buttoning, and and he's so he's like I think I was molested. It's really funny, actually.
Yeah.
That's the joke. If you went camping, and you woke up in the morning with your pants off and a jar of Vaseline, would you tell anybody?
Yeah.
Oh, you would? No, you're supposed to say no, and then be like,
Oh.
if you say no, then the punchline is, want to go camping?
I ruined your joke. Sorry.
Story of my life. Bosie, yes, the state hires a company, and if you break down on the highway, you must use that company. So best bet, get off the parkway as soon as possible or expressway. I've never heard this.
Yeah.
Well, then what's the point of having AAA or any of those services if you have to go with what the state tells you to do? This doesn't make sense to me. So
the point is that if your car's starting to break down, you got to get off like the very next exit right away.
I guess. Fremder. A bit of movie history is that the first black and white movie was the first movie with an interracial kiss. Elizabeth Batapete, State Farm Insurance and New York State Department of Transportation provide the road service for free.
Oh, well, that's nice. We can't be complaining now.
Bosie says he can't. And I'm assuming he's talking about when I said he would change his own transmission. Fremder, speaking of gas, I'm actually pretty talented. I can fart the alphabet backwards. The easiest letter for my ass to pronounce is the letter O.
You get to the point where you just can't read his comments anymore.
Yeah, but it's not a matter of good or bad. I just don't understand that one.
He's got a good 24 minutes, and then it starts to...
Like, what does that mean? When he farts, does it say, oh? Like, what is he talking about?
You just want to know the joke?
Yeah, I'm trying to understand it. One time I had a female mechanic work on my car, but I think my wife got jealous because of how she was holding my lug nuts.
Fremder.
That's also Fremder. Yeah. Elizabeth Batapede, praying for you and your doctor and your surgical team, Sally.
Thank you, Liz.
Then Liz says, and I swear to God she says it, she writes, burp. With 3 U's, 3 R's, and 4 P's.
That's a very big burp.
Burp. See? So she's... I'm getting all sorts of approvals.
She's making fun of you.
She wants to have sex with me and you, and she likes my burps.
She does not like your burps.
She would... We would rock her world. She gets to have both of us and hear my gas. This is heaven for her.
Yeah, that's what she's thinking.
Absolutely, it's what she's thinking. She said she was going to, not bring her shirt. She said the other day that she's all feisty. Like, she likes egging me on. She's enjoying this. She's enjoying this attention.
She's asking for it.
And even Kirsten. Kirsten didn't say no to joining us.
Yes.
No, she didn't.
Yes.
She did not. Speaking of sex, what do you think of this? Paul Rudd?
Sexiest man alive.
Sexiest man alive. Yeah, what do you think of that?
I mean, I like him. I think he's kind of goofy. He doesn't even really have a swagger, so I'm happy for him, but I wouldn't have.
You're happy for him.
I'm happy for him.
My good friend Paul.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thrown his name in the hat of sexiest men alive.
So you don't see sex.
You need swagger. Like, sometimes it isn't even like the looks.
Define swagger.
Just like, I don't know, like just comfort and within themselves. Certain walk.
Elizabeth says, yeah, the burp was for me. Thank you, Elizabeth. Kirsten says he's good looking, but not the sexiest man.
He's not unattractive, but he's not
sexy.
Yeah, I don't like. Ooh, yeah, Paul Rudd movie. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. So you're having a hard time defining the swagger.
Swagger, like
swagger.
Okay, like for example, Bill Burr.
Okay.
You'd look at him like just a picture of him, like a snapshot, and you wouldn't be like, "Oh, hot." Okay. But he's got like a swagger about him. Like, he'd be great in bed. Right?
I don't know. I've never thought of Bill Burr that way.
Yeah, like this. It's just a swagger.
So, confidence?
Paul doesn't have a swagger.
Like Bill Burr, he's confident in what he says, the way he carries himself.
Yeah, confidence.
And he doesn't care about what he says. He cares, but he's not worried about. He doesn't hold back.
Yeah.
So you like that, and that's considered swagger?
No, like it's. I mean, no, like Okay, like even like presidents, like
Clinton.
Clinton had swagger. Obama had swagger.
Almost, sorry, it's a little arrogance then.
Slight.
Yeah, Obama
but
had
so
a
slight,
little
not
arrogant.
annoying. Like
I liked Obama, but he was a little arrogant.
Confident in things, I guess. Yeah, but not annoying. Like Bill Burr isn't annoying.
Who would be your choice for sexiest man alive? Mark Ruffalo. He doesn't have swagger.
No.
He's a little wimpy.
Yeah.
but you love him.
I'm a little over him.
Oh, really?
A little bit, yeah.
So who's your guy?
Bill Burr.
The way she said that, too. She kind of...
And it sounds weird because, like, you know, politically.
And obviously you've wondered about how he is in bed. What do you mean politically? He doesn't have the same political views as you?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
And that would matter? That matters in sexiness?
Totally.
Really?
Yeah. For me. It doesn't matter for other people. But
I don't care if Sheryl Crow is communist.
Really?
We're not in bed to talk about politics.
So Sheryl Crow is also like, yeah, labor unions are the worst thing that ever happened in this country. You'd be like, okay, let's bang. You'd be like, oh, wow, I'm so disappointed you feel that way.
Well, yeah, we're not getting married. We're having one night.
Oh.
I don't even, I don't care what your family's names are. I don't. If we're getting married, yeah, then that's a completely different story. But we're not getting married. It's just one night that you gave me permission for.
You're not getting that permission.
Oh, yeah, like you
Ever.
don't. I know, like you're not going to, like if Bill Burr called you up, sorry, I'm ready. You wouldn't come to me and say, hey, can I spend the night with Bill Burr?
I would not do that.
You would say, right, you wouldn't ask. You would just do it.
No.
You would say no to Bill Burr if he asked you.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I would say no.
Who's the sexiest man ever?
Ever?
Alive, dead, ever. And would you say no to that person?
Well, yeah, I would say no to that person. But I think George Clooney had game for a long time.
Not anymore. He's too old now. Which, by the way, he's probably around your age. Actually, yeah, how old is George Clooney?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there are people, a lot more people, but I can't think of them.
Sean Connery.
Paul Newman had some swagger.
Paul McCartney.
And very faithful, to answer your question.
Well, yeah, true.
I love that. And that is that's a
That helps
sexiness
too?
for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're
But
if
that
you
doesn't
can't
help you.
freaking keep your dick in your pants, you're very unattractive to me. For other people.
What about your dick in a box?
Dick in a box?
Yeah, but that doesn't help you. So if you want your night with Paul Newman...
But I don't want my night with Paul Newman. I just want to appreciate his swagger and sexiness. And
George Clooney is 60.
Yeah, okay.
Speaking of hospitals, a hospital should never be understaffed unless it's a hospital for midgets. Oh, my God.
Fremder.
Yeah.
Stop. Fremder, as your gift to me for my surgery tomorrow, just stop.
Oh, Elizabeth Batapede says your crush is Tim Saliani. And I have to admit, I think it's kind of almost neck and neck. Saliani and Plagianos. Maybe Saliani might have an edge.
Because of the kilt.
Right. Kirsten says she agrees. She wrote, agreed, Tony, !
About what? Anything?
About us. Fremder, a burp is when a fart makes a U-turn. A burp is when a fart makes a U-turn. So if the gas is coming up. So if it's... Oh, okay. So if the gas is heading down to fart, and then it makes a U-turn, comes back up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That was from Fremder. All right, so you would have voted for Bill Burr as sexiest man alive.
Over
Paul Rudd.
Rudd? Yeah, Rudd is
yeah,
like...
but I'm just saying anybody...
Rudd's like your... Yeah, that's weird. I mean, like I said, I'm happy for him, but I don't see it. I don't know.
But
who would
Clooney
say
had the
it.
swagger.
Clooney had swagger.
Bill Burr has swagger.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds, does he have swagger? Because he was most sexiest man alive last year or the year before.
He has swagger, yeah.
Yeah,
I know
I'm
you
not a
don't
big
like
fan.
him. Like, what's his name? Who's Clooney's friend?
I bet he has lots of friends.
He got sexiest man too. Brad Pitt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're very cool. They're really good friends.
Right, yeah.
Like Brad Pitt is like he's so pretty that it's almost like not manly,
Oh, but he must have won that at some point.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure him and Clooney went back and forth for a while.
Elizabeth says George Clooney is handsome and those eyes when he smiles, and she's getting all crazy.
Hot and bothered.
Then she says Tim is cute. Wow, Elizabeth digging on Tim.
Yeah, Tim's got a lot of followers.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Carla said there was a whole group of people trying to get Tim.
Really? Mm-hmm. Nice. Kirsten says she is not a fan of Ryan Reynolds either.
Yeah, I liked him in Deadpool a lot.
I did
a
not.
Lot.
Don't get me started on that movie because of T.J. Miller.
I'm the cheapest person alive, and I actually bought that movie.
I am
one
of the handful of people in this world who did not like that movie.
I liked the beginning, the middle, the end. I liked everything.
Normally, that would be the whole movie.
Normally, I get like really irritated.
Do I have swagger?
Oh, total swagger!
Wow, really?
You're oozing with it. Yeah. Even your like walk is like all swaggery. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My walk, I limp. What are you talking about?
No, you got swagger. Swagger.
How do I walk that I have swagger?
I don't know. Your shoulders are back. You know.
My shoulders are back. Do I do that when I walk?
Yeah. You're like balls out.
With my balls out?
Yeah.
Can I do that? Can I walk around with my balls out?
You do. You walk with your balls forward.
Hey.
Yep.
Check out my balls. Shoulders back.
Yeah, it's actually a good quality of yours. Mm-hmm.
What? My walk?
Your swagger.
My swagger.
Am I right? It's total swagger.
I'm going to regret asking in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Do women have swagger?
I don't know. I can't explain that. I don't think so. I don't know. Well, what do you think?
Well, I will say,
a woman who's like confident.
I was talking to a friend of mine just the other day, and we were talking about how if a woman is a bitch, like a real bitch, like nasty, but they're really good looking, that nasty personality takes away from the looks.
Right. And you're well, no, if I'm not going to marry them, I don't care. Like, no, you have to like think about what a dick they are, and who wants to have sex with someone who's like that?
Elizabeth Batapede, Paul Newman and Robert Redford together back in the day.
Oh, Robert Redford, really, really handsome guy.
I had an aunt that lived in the same town as him.
Oh, really?
Up in your beloved Massachusetts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she said he was really nice.
Yeah, I bet.
And he prefers to be called Bob.
Bob.
Just like Billy Joel actually goes by Bill. Actually, no, I take that back. He goes by William.
His friends call him William?
Those in the know, they call him William.
William Joel. Really?
Yeah.
Didn't Christy Brinkley call him Joe?
She called him Joe. He just looked like a Joe to her, she said.
So she changed his name. That's swagger.
That's swagger?
That's like having enough confidence in life that you look at someone, you change their name.
No, that tells me controlling bitch. That's what that tells me.
Is she? I don't know anything about her.
I have no idea. I don't know anything about her either. Actually, Elio met her once and said she was great.
Yeah, she seems lovely to me.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about Christy Brinkley.
It's having like enough confidence to just look at someone and change their name for them. It's a lot.
So you said Bill Burr looks like he'd be good in bed. Does that help you determine if someone's sexy?
Yeah.
Or, really?
Sure. Yeah.
Who do you think would not be good in bed? A celebrity.
A celebrity who wouldn't be good in bed?
Yeah. Mark Ruffalo.
No, I bet he'd be great in bed.
Tim Saliani.
Is he a celebrity? He's our celebrity.
That's shocking. Tim Saliani would crush you in bed. You would disappear.
You just called him fat and he's lost all this weight.
Elizabeth Batapede, women know when to strut their stuff. I like when they strut their stuff. I like their stuff.
You're right over there.
So a celebrity you think would not be good in bed?
Well, answer the question. Like, do you think women have swagger? And is that sexy?
Well, you mentioned before you were talking about my walk. I do love a good sexy strut where that nice little ass is just swinging. I do enjoy a sexy walk.
All right.
A seductive strut.
Well, like Rudd, like he doesn't strike me as someone who would be particularly good in bed. Like,
oh, interesting. Now there's a name that blows.
What?
Rudd. What's your last name? Rudd.
Yeah.
At least, thank God his first name is Paul, and he seems like a good guy.
Seems really nice.
Yeah. And he's goofy. I guess he is a little goofy. Funny. He's a great dramatic actor, too. Unfortunately, he doesn't really get many dramatic roles anymore. But he's a very good dramatic actor.
Yeah, I like him in his serious stuff. Like,
yeah.
But back to, like, even, like, Breaking Bad, like, Cranston does not seem like he'd be getting in bed. But then you look at, who's the guy who played Mike?
Oh, yeah, I forget his name.
I bet you he would. You know?
Yeah, but you're basing that on their character on a TV
No,
show. You're
I'm
not
not.
basing that on a real... You've seen the guy who plays Mike? You've seen him in interviews and stuff?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. And he seems like he'd be good in bed.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks.
No.
John Ritter. Well, he's dead, but John Ritter.
No.
Andy Garcia.
That's tough. Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Robert Redford.
Yeah, I would imagine he'd be good.
Robert De Niro.
I saw Robert De Niro in this weird movie one time with, I think Leo DiCaprio was on it. And it was a strange movie, and it was about Leo DiCaprio, like Robert De Niro's a stepfather.
No.
You don't remember it?
No.
And he had this bizarre sex problem, the Robert De Niro in the movie, and I can't not think about that.
And what was the problem?
Well, he marries DiCaprio's mom,
Right.
and he didn't want to have sex until they got married, and she was just I'd love to know who the actress was because she was great.
American Underdog?
Maybe.
Oh, that's the first thing that came up. No, that's not it. I don't know why that movie came up. Marvin's Room?
No, I wonder if it was Catch Me If You Can.
No, that was Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
This Boy's Life?
Was Robert De Niro in Catch Me If You Can?
This Boy's Life. There's DiCaprio and De Niro.
Yeah, and who's the woman?
Is that Ellen Barkin? Kind of looks like Ellen Barkin.
It could be. Yeah.
I've never heard of this movie.
But they don't get, and it was
Yes, Ellen Barkin.
It was a small part of the movie, but it just kind of like MASH shows. Remember the chicken thing? They wait till they get married because it was all about DiCaprio, and and so it was a small section. But they wait till they get married, and then he's so loving and thoughtful and let me open the door for you, let me this, and then they get married, and apparently the only way he can have sex is doggy style, quick and violent. And so the first time he like flips her over, does her, and she was like, what the fuck was that? And he's like, what? She's like, I don't know, can we just, the next night she was like, can't we just, no, that's not how I do it. And she's like, what? And it was the weirdest thing.
Wow, sounds like a great movie.
Well, it wasn't. It was just a small section, but it was so weird. That's what I do. And his whole life before getting married and, all other things, he was like, so, do you want green beans tonight or broccoli? Like, he was so thoughtful. And then we came to this one really important thing. It was like, that was it.
So...
That's his deal breaker.
All right, so you're saying you think of that when you're asked about De Niro?
No, like I can't. You talk about like you have to separate the character and the person. Like I can't separate the character anymore.
Kirsten says yes to Andy Garcia.
You think he'd be good in bed? I go back and forth, but I kind of think
probably, yeah. She says no to De Niro.
Yeah.
Fremder says the sexiest man ever would be Mick Jagger.
I don't know about that.
Ellen Barkin, she was sexy in her day, but she wasn't the best looking woman. Jeff Bose, you got to go. Good luck to surgery, Sallie. Hope
Thank you.
You get a sponge bath by Bill Burr. Say that 5 times
Nice.
fast. Sponge Bath by Bill Burr. Sponge Bath by Bill Burr. Sponge Bath by Bill Burr. Sponge Bath by...
Just eventually sounded like one of your burps.
Sponge Bath by Bill Burr. Elizabeth Bad Pete says, yes, that would sound good. A Sponge Bath by Bill Burr. Wow.
So I'm not wrong about his sexiness, right? Because you wouldn't think he'd be sexy.
Who?
Bill Burr. Like, as a guy, you would look at Bill Burr and you wouldn't... Like, you could probably see why people think Clooney's sexy.
Clooney is the only guy... Clooney and Redford. They're the only two in my life that I've ever looked at and said, okay, I can understand why women find them sexy. Outside of those two, I am the worst judge as to what makes a man good looking. Like Tom Cruise in his prime, I thought he was weird looking.
Yeah, I never got him.
Brad Pitt, like you said, to me, he's got like fish lips and he's almost too pretty. Like
Yeah.
I never saw
Like
a girl
Tom
seeing him.
Brady, a lot of guys would be like, oh, the women love Tom Brady. He just looks like a girl to me.
Yeah, me too. And even when he's not looking like a girl, he just has this
He
weird
has
like
no swagger.
he looks like he has no idea where he is half the time. He's just like this.
He has zero swagger. He's just like,
Which I think I've got him all wrong. I actually do think he's probably
He's
really
probably
a smart
really
guy and a
nice.
good guy. But
except
just
for the whole cheating thing.
yeah, right.
Not on his wife. Well, maybe he does. I have no idea. But like in football.
Don't say that about the guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have absolutely no idea what makes a guy good looking. But Clooney, I could see it because he was charming and he was such a great actor. And the same with Redford. What a great actor.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he was cool. And they both have done some tremendous stuff. Even still to this day, they make some good movies. But yeah, I don't know. So, but yes, I agree. When I go by what's like popular men who are considered sexy, like Sean Connery was, and Tom Cruise, Mel Gibson. So if you ask me, name a sexy actor, Bill Burr would not come to mind. Paul Rudd doesn't come to mind.
I know.
But yeah, Paul Rudd. Yeah, like you said, I think women see him as cute.
Yeah.
And they like him,
But that's
but
not sexy.
that's not sexy.
That's cute. Cutest man alive, I would give to him.
And Elizabeth is saying yes, and a great sense of humor. So I guess to go along with the swagger, or a great sense of humor helps contribute to the swagger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Oh, so no wonder you see me as swagged, because I have nothing but humor.
Right.
Nothing but.
That's not true.
It's always a laugh a minute.
It's a good mix. You're a good mix.
I'm a puppy, apparently. He's a good mix of Rottweiler and Pitt. And what would you categorize me if I was a dog?
Can you tell we didn't prepare for the show at all today?
Actually, no, I do have stuff here. I have stuff. You want to do that? I have stuff.
Actually, a really great friend of ours, Carol Miner, called this morning, and she had the surgery that I'm going to have tomorrow, and so she helped me out with a lot of like information. So it was like we had no time to prepare for the show.
Carol Miner, who has called into the show, she watches the show.
Yeah.
Down there in Texas. You guys may
Who has a sexy swagger?
Carol Miner is sexy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. You guys may remember her during. Probably right in the height of COVID, we spoke to her. Her husband actually makes and maintains ventilators, so that we were talking about her quite a bit back then.
Yeah, he changed his entire business to make ventilators for COVID.
And he's been
a rock
working his
star.
ass off for the past, for almost 2 years straight.
Anyway, what else did you have?
All right, well.
I'm so glad to get out of the dog question.
Speaking of sex. There was an article about 4 things you can do to prevent urinary tract infections.
I know of 2.
Elizabeth says Elvis Presley.
Well, 3.
Elvis
Elvis Presley,
Presley.
younger days, had a swagger.
No,
Little bit.
not in the later days when he was gaining weight and was high all the time.
When you start wearing strings off your elbows, you're not going to get laid.
And all the flair and
When you're picking
the
rhinestones,
the pizzazz.
it's a different kind of woman who's going to have sex with you.
I'm not a fan of Elvis in that in the 70s. There's still some great songs there, but still not a big. And then especially towards the end, I mean, how he had his group of guys, his entourage. How they. You could just see this guy was completely out of touch the last few years. He thought he was the king of the world, which he
no
kind
one
of
was
was,
honest with
but
him.
still, no one was honest with him, and they let him get his head was somewhere else, and they pumped him up with drugs. That poor bastard was a mess.
Like,
But early Elvis was cool, man. Those 50s Elvis, Jailhouse Rock, and all that. Oh, what great music, man!
Like the Beatles, like none of them look like they'd be great in bed. None.
Really?
They all look like, there'd be no focus.
Well, that was it Heidi Fleiss? Or was it some other prostitute that got arrested? It might have been Heidi Fleiss. She had to name some of her clients. She said George Harrison, and she said that because he would just lay there and play his ukulele while she was riding him. That's what I'm not sure if it was Heidi Fleiss, but whoever the prostitute was, that's what she said. He would just lay there with a ukulele while she's going to town.
Yeah,
Can
like
you imagine?
Yeah, so weird.
Here comes the sun, doo 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 doo.
They all look like.
Here comes my penis, doo 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 doo.
Yeah, none of them, I think, would be.
Really, not even Lennon, because he was a very passionate, emotional guy.
Sure, but
Well, you know what? Lennon probably was not in good in bed on purpose.
Why?
Because then he'd just be hearing the whole time. I couldn't imagine having to listen to that while having sex. There's no way that man had a hard on after hearing that.
No.
Oh my God, we're awful.
Just quiet. Yeah.
No, I bet Paul and Linda had a freaking massive, fantastic sex life. Those two
I
were
bet you
so.
Linda was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think
Linda's got swagger.
I bet she brought it out of him. Yeah, Linda definitely had swagger.
Probably. Yeah.
They were so in tune with each other.
Yeah.
I guarantee they had a good sex
But it
life.
was probably because of her.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ringo doesn't strike me as a type that would. And Barbara Bach too. She seems like she's his wife. Barbara Bach. She was
Which
Ringo's
Beatle?
wife.
Oh, okay.
Ringo's second wife, the one he's still with now.
Okay.
She was an actress at one time. She was a Bond girl.
Oh,
Gorgeous
all right.
woman. Still good, looks good. But she looks like she's a little kind of same as Tom Brady. Just this nice smile, but it just seems like there's nothing going on up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like Melania too. They were just. I bet you George's first wife. She was probably good. She's the one that ended up marrying Clapton.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, to write all those songs for her and stuff.
Yeah.
She must have been good.
Right.
Elizabeth Batapede, I never thought the Beatles had sex appeal.
But their songs are amazing. Their music's amazing.
Yeah, they're loud. They don't have to have sex appeal when they're the Beatles. Fremder, I heard John Ritter used to be good in bed, but eventually 3 became a crowd. So there's 4 things you can do to prevent urinary tract infection. Okay.
Do you want me to say them?
Oh, all right. Let me see if you get it.
Well, officially, I know 2 things.
What does that mean officially? Like you're not allowed to tell
Well,
the third one?
medically, no. I know. Like if you just Google it, you can't. You have to wipe front to back, not back to front.
Yes.
You have to keep poo out of your hooch. That's it.
Well, they tell urinary tract infection or not. They always advise you wipe back to front to back.
Stay away from anal sex. I know there's some medications that will bring it on. Like it'll lower the things in your body that can naturally fight it so that you'll get one. Urinary tract infections. Being constipated can bring one on. And I think that's it.
Well, here's the one that struck me, which is why I'm bringing this up. So, all right. So I'll tell you the other 3 first. So hydrate. is
Yeah.
one. Hygiene, which is what you were basically just talking about. Seeing a doctor, duh. But then this last one is what really kind of what I found interesting. Peeing after sex.
You have to every single time. Every single time.
You're saying you have to as in I feel it and I have to, or you're saying no, you have to do that.
That's what I do. That's why I go to the bathroom. Like right after you have to. I don't even care if one little drop comes out. You have to pee after sex. Every time.
Any activity that happens around or near the urethra of the vulva-owning person, for example, stimulation with a toy, cunnilingus, or penetration with a toy, hands, dildo, or penis. And why? These activities can push bacteria around, in, or near the urethral opening, giving them an easier chance to enter the urinary tract.
Yep.
Peeing after sex helps flush out bacteria that may have come in contact with the urethra during sex. This bacteria could be your own or from your partner.
All women know this, by the way.
Really?
Every single woman knows this.
Either way, flushing it out by peeing a few minutes after sex can prevent bacteria from multiplying in your urethra. Sometimes it would be nice to just go straight to sleep after sex or stay in bed with your partner.
Do not
but that
do it.
quick run to the restroom can really keep bacteria out of places it shouldn't be. Really? Women know this?
Every woman that's ever had sex ever knows this.
Pee when you get the urge. Don't wait. Drink water, says Elizabeth. Robert De Niro always looks like he has to sneeze. Speaking of Leonardo DiCaprio, in the movie Titanic, it's actually pronounced Titanic. If they had gotten married on the ship with a prenuptial agreement, half of that floating door at the end would have been his, and he would have survived. That was a long way to go.
Is that Fremder again?
Yes. It doesn't matter if they had a prenup or not. It's just human decency. Move a little bit out of the way so he can get on that damn thing. You know, even if it meant she lost her legs.
That's what I mean.
She should.
Like, I love the whole movie.
Ugh,
That's what I
hate that
mean.
movie.
Like, that ruined it for me. That, like, get the fuck out of the way. Or, like, while you're still awake, go get another piece of, something.
She's high on my list, too, by the way. She is. Oh
Yeah,
my God,
I
she
really
is something.
like her.
What's her name? Kate Blanchett? No. No.
Is it?
What the hell's her name?
Maybe it is. Or maybe that's the blonde.
Yeah, I think I'm talking about who is also really hot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so Elizabeth is backing you up. She says, yes, every woman knows this. Oh, okay.
They pull you aside. Every woman you know will pull you aside before you have sex for the first time and tell you that. Don't forget to pee afterwards. You'll get a urinary tract infection.
The only reason I'll watch Titanic is just to watch her, because she's, holy shit, she's beautiful.
And who's the guy in it that she was, like, running away from? Billy something?
Billy Blaze? Billy
Blaine? Billy Blaze? No, Billy...
Yeah, something
Bane.
like that. Bane, maybe that's it.
Anyway, like, in real life, like, just, what people seem like in real life, like, he is swagger.
He has swagger?
Not in
guy?
that movie.
Oh.
But in real life,
Oh, you met him?
no. Just like, outside of Titanic. As opposed to...
Kate Winslet.
Yeah.
Billy Zane.
Zane.
He was in...
He was in a sailboat movie that freaked me the fuck out.
A sailboat movie? Why did it freak you out?
Who's the Australian who's playing I Love Lucy?
He's not. That guy's Australian? No, he's not.
Girl.
Oh, sorry. Nicole Kidman.
So Nicole Kidman was in a movie with Billy.
Billy Zane.
And...
Oh, Billy Bathgate? The mob movie?
No.
Oh.
Sailboat movie. And the guy was, look it up. Nicole Kidman, Billy Zane, and it was early on. Nicole Kidman actually looked really great.
Kate Winslet.
Nope. Oh,
No,
yeah.
I'm saying, Oh, and Sam Neill.
Yeah.
Dead Calm.
Dead Calm.
Dead Calm.
Yeah, if anyone saw this movie. So Nicole Kidman is married to, not Billy, the other one.
She's married to Sam Neill.
Yeah. So she's married to Sam Neill, and their child dies, like, in the first scene in a car crash. And so he takes her, he's in the Navy, like high up in the Navy, and he takes her on a vacation, like just like a 2-week vacation on this like great large sailboat, just the two of them. And immediately they see him in the water, Billy in the water, that his boat crashed and there are people still on the boat. So they pull him up and he ends up like attacking them. And yeah, it's this crazy movie where, you know, they're like on this sailboat hiding for their lives, and Samuel gets kicked off the boat, and she has to like kill him and sail the boat herself to find Sam Neill floating. You know, it was this crazy movie. It was good. But yeah. But she looked great in that movie.
Hey, yeah?
Yeah.
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, she wasn't so thin, and you know, she's kind of Hollywood now, you know.
Oh yeah, she's definitely had way too many surgeries.
Like
she went too far.
Helen Hunt. Am I think of the right one? The one that was on Mad About You?
Yeah.
Yeah, like in the first couple of seasons, she looked so healthy, and then all of a sudden she got so thin.
I think she still looks all right. Holy crap, did she look good in that movie, The Sessions?
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Oh my goodness.
I had no idea who the guy was.
Oh really?
Yeah, the guy from Deadwood.
Deadwood. Yeah.
I had no idea it was him.
Ethan something. He's great. Oh yeah, I should look that guy up and get him on the show.
He was great.
What makes a guy good looking is the size of his wallet, says Andrew Fremder. So yeah, I should try and get that guy on the show. I did. I mentioned it with Tim last week. We started watching a TV show called Kin, K-I-N, Kin. Charlie Cox, if you're a Marvel fan, Charlie Cox plays Daredevil. He's in this show. This show is fantastic. We only have 2 episodes to go. I want to finish them today.
That's it?
Yes.
Yeah, all right, let's do them. I don't know when, though. Oh, my God. How are we going to do that?
Tonight.
Okay.
I lost my train of thought. I totally forgot why I brought it up.
Charlie Cox. You're probably going to say that you want to get that girl on.
Oh, right. So, yeah, I emailed. I found her on Instagram.
Oh, good.
But I didn't get a response. Elizabeth's got to go. Have a great day. Good luck tomorrow, Sallie.
Bye, Liz.
All right, should we go? It's almost 12:30. Should we just go too?
Just
if Elizabeth is going, we may as well go.
Yeah.
Sallie's got a lot to do. And it'll take us 5 minutes to say goodbye anyway. So this is it. We're out of here at least until November 30th or 29th, whatever it was. I forget what that Monday is.
You should see me doing shows when, like, I could end the show, like, when other people are hosting and stuff.
End it?
And they're like, as soon as they, like, I'm like, okay, bye. Like, there's no 5 minutes of saying goodbye.
Well, they don't promote the other shows either. I wish all the other shows would do that. I got to get an email out and ask them to do that more. But we do have a responsibility to mention the other shows. And today is Thursday. So what shows do we have today? We have Serenity Soul Sisters at 5:30. Mm-hmm. Is that it tonight?
Yeah, but that show's been it's going really well.
Yes, it is.
It's been really fun. Like, they're getting their groove in.
And we hope to get Almost Irish back up and running soon. Those guys have been gone for like a month. But they're big time comedians that are well in demand, so they just haven't been able to get their schedules together. But we got to get them back. Mm-hmm. And then tomorrow is nothing because we're not here, and Saturday is nothing because there's no green room show.
Okay.
So Sunday, wow. So after tonight, there's nothing on again until Sunday. Serenity Soul Sisters tonight at 5:30, and don't forget Sunday at 8:00, a very special Christy Miller Unleashed. Because they did a live show last week. Her and Mark Riccadonna and Rob Bartlett was there, and a few other comedians. They did a live show, and I believe that's what the show is. They're going to be showing.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Highlights from that.
Yeah, they're totally funny.
Kirsten, good luck tomorrow, Sallie. We
Thanks,
will
everyone.
miss you guys. We're gonna miss all you guys very much. I don't think we've ever taken this long off. So yeah, we're really gonna miss you guys. Fremder, I heard John Lennon was the size of a little yellow submarine. Elizabeth says she will misuse. Thank you guys for always being so supportive. All the kind words actually means a lot as we go into this tomorrow. And let me tell you, it better happen tomorrow. If we get a call at freaking 2 or 3 o'clock
that
saying,
was the call.
We need to push it back,
That was
somebody's
the call.
gonna be in. There's gonna be trouble somehow.
Tough guy.
Or who knows? Maybe you'll get a. Maybe you guys will see on Facebook that we'll be on tomorrow.
No, that was the call. That was the nurse saying, "Okay, it's a go."
Yeah. What time? I don't know.
I don't know.
So you might get a call. Oh, well, we couldn't fit you in because there's a scheduling
It's
issue.
either 5 or 6.
Sons of bitches. We'll be thinking of you guys. I'll be posting updates here and there. I'm even going to attempt to get some footage while as this is going on.
No, he's not.
Oh, I'm totally.
No.
Totally.
I'm going to kill you.
Like you're not going to kill me already. So all right. So everybody take care. I'll see you on some of the other shows. As I'm filling in for the boss here. But we will miss you guys. And again, I'll keep you updated. And we'll see you soon. All right. Have a great rest of your Thursday.